Epic 7, the ultimate guide to PVE. Ease of use and understanding of the basic mechanics of getting results. Hello everyone, I am Bill and I'm going to be showing you how to farm gear in Epic 7. I don't know if I'm going to make this to a part because this is definitely going to be a multi-series like discussion, because I can't really do these in a week. Alright, but first things first, equipment. Equipment are as important as the same, or has the same importance as the same as a level as characters. This is mostly true. The characters cannot exist without an important set in to improve their successes in their battles. Yeah. In total, you can have up to 6 gear slots, 4 armor slots, and 2 accessories, along with an artifact which can determine how good a character can be and push them past their limit. Not everything needs to be one-to-one, and certain people have certain play styles, so try to adapt in the best way you can. And I only ask that you use the information that I gave you to improve your enjoyment of the game. And I really do want people to enjoy the game as much as I do. And do note, just because there is a good selection of gears, that they necessarily mean that they could be for. And do note, just because there is a good selection of gears, it doesn't mean necessarily they're great for PvE. And there's always a possibility for them to add new, or a possibility for them to introduce new sets into the game that can make an okay character into a great option. So always look out. So did I piss my pants, or is it just drip? Now, what do we need to look for to make our heroes look as drip as dip? To start, we need to start with learning the difference between the left and right side of the equipment slots, and knowing what they can be on there. Knowing what can be equipped there. The left slot of the equipments can be equipped as a weapon, a helmet, and the armor. On this side of the main stat that you can have is on your gear is fixed. The weapon has flat attack with no defense substats, while the armor, vice versa, you have flat defense but with no attack substats. The helmet has flat health but can also have the substat of the health percent, but not flat health. And the right side of the equipment are the necklace, the ring, and the boot. This side of the equipment is harder to get right early on, because all 3 slots have random main stats. Necklace having crit damage and crit chance as the main stat, Well, the right and accessories, while the ring have access to effectiveness and resistance as the main stat, while boots having speed as the main stat. Now you know the slots offer what slots offer. Next challenge is to find out what characters want to do their absolute best. So there's a sheet here that shows the basically what we learned so far, and basically showing the difference. Now the question is, I know what the difference between the equipments I can equip, the difference between what equipment I can equip, but how do I get those sets to make my heroes be a hero? Hunts are integral of you getting gear in the getting the best selection of gear. But what are hunts and how many are there? There are 5 hunts that have corresponding elements. Wyvern being fire, Golem being earth, Banshee being ice, Asmak being dark, and Hades being dark. And each of them are respectively challenging. I'm telling you this so you have know the best way to deal with them with the least headaches. Later into the guide, I will show you the different levels of preparedness, a different preparedness of teams and heroes, but for now we need to know what to look for. Face me head on. Running away is for chickens. I won't let you escape. Wyvern. Wyvern is one of the first and most hunted hunts that you will probably take upon as well. Wyvern requires you to have all ice units. If you have a non-elemental specific character, the Wyvern will constantly will increase his chances to take his turn, and he requires at least 3 debuffs, or 2 to 3 debuffs on him to target the front line, the most forward-most unit. This, and the more debuffs he has, the less damage he will do to that unit as well. As unit. And for the sets that this hunt gives is speed set, which is the most used set in the game. Speed increases your speed by 25%. Next is crit set, critical hit set, that increases your critical hit chance by 12%. And the last one is hit set, which increases your effectiveness by 20%. This is a budget team that you can use, then get modicum of success. And for how great this team is, I'll give it a pimped out SpongeBob. Golem is the earth hunt that you will give you pretty much a lot of trouble if you don't prepare. This hunt requires you to have at least some way of negating the damage the AoE damage that this boss deals out. So most ideally, having characters that can cleanse or grant immunity is most preferred. And if you hit this boss enough, he will do a counterattack, which applies the stuns. He also spawns in with 2 ads or uh, ads, yeah, or creatures with him. One that decreases your defense, and the other one that increases his defense and grants him an attack buff. This hunt gives a tech set that increases your attack by 45%. This is a good set for certain characters, and actually a very underrated one, in fact. And the next one is protection set. At the start of the battle, grant a barrier grants a barrier equivalent to 12% of the caster's max health to all allies. This is a decent set for PvP. Health set increases your health by 20%. This is also a pretty decent one, a decent set. And a lot of characters, bruisers and healers, use this a lot to keep themselves alive. Defense set. Another similar set to the HP, but in defense. And this is slightly weaker than HP. Slightly weaker than the HP because defense. It's just a mitigates percentage. And a budget team is using three characters that you'll get off the bat by playing the story. And Mascot Hazel is a little one you have to farm up, but she's still pretty good. And a great PvE hero. And I give this a Gumball Discord admin. Enchi is a boss that requires you to at least have AoE on the team in some shape or form. And having a healer or cleanser as an option. The best and she has a unique debuff that can deal a lot of damage if not dealt with quickly. And once you get her to a certain point of health, she'll spawn 4 banshees in her place. If you kill one of them, it will increase the rest of them by a lot. So killing them all at once is highly suggested. This hunt gives destruction set that increases your critical damage by 60%. Lifesteal that gives you health for how much damage you deal. And counter set that so 30% chance to counter attack when attacked. And effect resistance that increases your resistance by 20%. Another budget team that requires you to do the hunt banner event thing when a new player starts delving into hunts. This is the best team that you can have access to by far. And I give this a people peeping on somebody's phone in the train with ridiculous items. Because this is a good hunt. Azmek has two mobs that she has in the front that, if when they exist, they will give the boss a permanent defense. And when she's hit enough, she will also get a unique buff that will ramp up over time. So the goal of this hunt is to get rid of the two ads on front, while also stripping her unique buff before it gets out of hand. And you cannot have more than 3 debuffs on this buff on this boss. This boss gives Rage Set that increases your damage by 30% when attacking a debuff target, which is very good. Immunity grants immunity to the caster at the beginning of the battle. Very good for PvP and also other select PvE content. Unity Set increases the dual attack chance by 8%. Very good. And another budget team that requires you to do your connection to get Kana. But other than that, this is still a pretty recyclable team. And I give this a thumbs up, looking, shocked, and looking again, and mocking face emote. This boss is a very hard boss overall for new players. This is a very hard boss for new players overall because this boss has a unique debuff. When you hit the boss, you place a marker. And the more you hit this, the higher the marker will go, and the highest marker will be prioritized. And the only way to cleanse that marker is by using a non-attack skill. And during the fight, this boss will also apply injury, which is pretty annoying. And throughout the fight, he will constantly dual attack and strip your buffs, and also apply restrict and restrict. This boss gives revenge that increases your speed by 12%, and for every 1% of HP loss, speed increased by additional increased by an additional 0.5. After attacking, decrease the target's max health equivalent to the damage dealt up to 6% or 12% when using a single attack. Now, this is solely a PvP set. And the penetration set. When attacking with a single attack, penetrates the target's defense by 15%, does not stack with the same name. And decrease the health, and Torn set decrease health by 10 while when attacking, increase the damage dealt by 10%. This is a great set. And a budget team that you're going to have trouble with, but I trust those that played the game at least a decent while will get something like this. Sermia is a hero that you'll get do the golem hunt stuff. And I give this team a random anime chibi. Now, I'm not looking respectfully. I am, in fact, violently drooling. Now, because certain sets cannot be found through the hunt, that's because they need to be hunted through the otherworldly breach or rift. These contents rotate between seasons, so there's no straight answer. A revive set increases the speed by 50%. Upon reviving, increases the combat readiness by 50%. After successfully evading has a 70% chance to counterattack. Warframe increases the health by 20 at the start of battle. Resets the skill cooldown. And what that just means is a character that normally will start a turn with like a skill on cooldown, like Tamarine. With this set, will make it like she had it. She can had it like all along. And this set increases the basically the tick or the tick or fix damage that you would deal by an additional 20%. Besides, some of these sets are niche. Besides, some of these sets are niche at best and only fit certain characters, heroes. So realistically, you're not missing out. And the new sets that were introduced, which is the Awakening set, that increases the speed by 15%, and increases the chance to inflict debuff by 15% as well. The Faber set also starts at the start of the next turn, increases the damage of the next attack by 20%. These sets are the only one that sounds like a good PVE option is this one. So now what? Consider certain hunts are great to farm early on when you have next to nothing. The winner being Wyvern because speed is universally good and crit never hurts. Asmac next being Asmac being Rage. Rage is very good for, especially you're going to be using that hero debuffs, making it the best second hunt to prioritize. Plus, immunity is always great for PvP. Banshee. Banshee is the third winner, and counter and lifesteal are work on certain characters. Now, a good hunt, but not a priority, is oh dude, this bum ass chicken splitting my ass. Now, a good character, a good hunt, but not a priority, is the Katie's. Two out of the 4 sets that you can get from are mostly meant for PvP, and this this grants it mean and it mean this is it means for PvE penetration and turret are not worth pulling your hair out to get a team early on. By the end, I recommend farming these sets when you're able to farm Rift. Now, and the forgotten child of the game, Golem. Attack health sets are the only sets that are worth a damn, and not a lot of heroes scale off of defense and protection set is only useful for PvP. I'm not going to bother explaining why certain artifacts are greater than in PvE than others. Instead, I'm going to show you and give you the basic rundown of my criterias. Artifacts that have external buffs such as increased attack or crit damage, percent-based damage, or cooldown management are great and often enough they're very easy to get. And you're in luck. If you're in the guild artifacts are often fill out multiple roles pretty easily and pretty easy to get over or considered. Everyone is going to have access to the same hero. Everyone's going to have access to the same hero, and not everyone is going to have access to the same heroes. Well, not everyone is going to have access to the same hero, but the same free heroes are there. Now, what does this mean? Are you free to use? However you may team, you're not locked. You're not locked. Certain characters like Florina, being a 3-star, can easily get a lot of attack, and often out damaging characters are often have very good damage or good ways to increase their damage. Of course, certain content requires certain characters and strategies, but by the time you start getting through these content, you may have gotten a very strong cast. And we're near the end, so I'll show you 3 rounds of each hunt with different levels of teams, which a budget non-optimized team mostly comprised with free or easy to get heroes, and a fully optimized team to get with the best results, and a one-shot team. So if you guys enjoyed this, please enjoy yourselves and have a nice day.
Death is closer than you think.
The Order of the Sword. Never back down! Here I go!
Here.
On my way!
Too late for regrets. Hurry now. Move out!
Let me take your pain away.
You can't handle me. All decisions have consequences.
It's going to be okay. One hit. With everything I've got!
Rest in peace.
Radiant Spirit! Destina! Take that!
Obey.
Too late for regrets.
For his lofty goal.
The honor of victory.
On my
Kaboom! Ha! like you're losing!
You can't handle
And
me.
everyone will be like, boom! Gone! Long live the queen!
Sometimes darkness can become your light.
Rest in peace.
I'm getting tired of you. Bye-bye now.
Help?
Understood.
Too late for regrets.
I won't go easy on you.
For his lofty goal.
Let's get it over with.
Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
You're in for more than you think. This'll do! Beyond the abyss, to the ends of futility.
Take this!
Let me help you.
My pride is the Hillog's pride. Let's all witness it this day!
Obey me. Obey me.
Uh-huh. Just as planned.
Obey me. Obey me.
Son of light. Burn!
More than enough!
Call. Unveil your eye of terror. Oh my!
This won't be an easy fight.
Here I go.
Yes!
You're in for more than you think.
No destiny can stop me!
Beyond the abyss, to the ends of futility.
Yep!
Fearless, brave this storm with me. For glory!
This won't be an easy fight.
Here I go. Obey me. Obey me. Obey me.
Fly, Flurry! Get him!
I'll wrap things up quickly.
I present to you the greatest magic! Why, you little...
I'll end you!
I'll beat you to
How
the
about
pulp!
this? Can you hold out for more? Help me!
Please be careful.
I'll show you what I've got! Tire them out! That's right!
I despise everything foreign.
Watch your mouth! If you want to live!
Release mana.
Don't look down on me!
You might not like this.
I present to you the greatest magic.
Flurry! Spread your wings! Attack!
Shall we?
I'll show you what I've got!
Punish the corrupt! Get back!
Don't take it personally! It's just business!
Release mana.
I'll beat you to a pulp!
By King's decree, leave. And shut the door behind you.
All right, be careful.
Consider this an honor. It's time for me to get back to it. I've been putting off all this paperwork.
I sacrifice my life to protect Eton! For our future!
I'll show you what I've got!
With gusto now, shall we? You seek the throne? Come then, take your seat.
Can you hold out for more?
Unleash my power! Raccoon, fly! You'll regret facing me. All is done. Here it is! All enemies will fall to my spear!
Forever. I pledge myself.
Purifying flame! Burn away the evil!
Blaze.
Yep!
My sword.
Take this!
Let me help you. Call. Unveil your eye of terror.
Yes!
Obey me. Obey me.
Listen to my song.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's shine.
in full bloom, the Sword of Flowers.
Together.
Here I go.
Shine free.
Son of light! Burn!
Blaze. Forbidden spell. Destroy all.
For the sins of you and your kind, you will suffer!
A warrior never loses! How dare you! You'll regret facing me. How dare you! All is done.
You can't escape retribution!
How about this?
Feel my might in the point of my spear!
Watch your mouth! If you want to live!
The great Malachus will lead us to victory!
How should I do this? How futile your life is. Farewell.
Don't look down on me!
May the holy light save us all.
I'll show you what I've got! Why, you little... I'll end you!
Even if it takes everything I have, I will be victorious!
Face me. Be grateful that you get to fight me.
Ha! I'll beat you to a pulp!
Don't let them escape.
Let's fight together! Sometimes darkness can become your light.
All enemies will fall to my spear!
An opening!
I'm ready.
Attack!
Let's fight together! Anybody there?
I'm ready.
This one!
Let's fight together!
Don't let them escape.
Is that